Hi everybody and welcome to my shop. Last week I was super uninspired and didn't know what to build next. So what I like to do in these situations is go to the scrapyard, because that's the place that inspires me the most, I think. So I walked around the scrapyard and I came across an object that is very, very usual to see on a scrapyard. It's a broken wheelchair. I don't know what it is, maybe it's something about insurance policies, but broken wheelchairs are very common to find on a scrapyard. Anyways, although I have seen this a million times, this time it sparked something. And I thought, why not build a foldable sidecar for my bicycle? Having a sidecar is great, but if you don't need it, it just adds to the footprint of your bike and it can be a little bit bulky. So the idea of having a sidecar that you can just fold away if you don't need it and fold back out if you want to transport something is super interesting to me. Also, this time I will try to work with very limited tools. So no welding, no CNC, no super awesome saw stop table saw. I will try to build this foldable sidecar only with regular hand tools. So that even people that don't have a shop can build this project, because I think it's actually pretty useful and it's a good way to recycle all these broken wheelchairs. All right guys, first things first, let's clean this up and get rid of all the parts that I don't need for the project. Let's go! Now, to connect the wheelchair to the bike, I tried to keep three things in mind. And I have to say, I'm not an expert, but these are the three things that I learned from experience. Number one, leave enough room for your foot so you can still pedal your bike. In this special case, I actually have to flip the wheelchair backwards because otherwise I wouldn't have enough room to pedal the bike. The second thing is try to keep both wheels in line. So the back wheel and the wheel of your sidecar should be roughly in line. There's probably math for this. I'm not a big math person, so just from experience, it turns the easiest when these wheels are in line. And number three is have at least 3 connecting points from your sidecar to your bike. That should give you a sturdy connection so you can steer the sidecar and drive safely. And obviously, it will be a different connection for every bike and everything that you try to turn into a sidecar. So have fun with it, play around, but be safe. All right, let's see how we can get it done. This week's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, and much, much more. Usually the membership costs around $10 per month, but Skillshare is giving away a free 2-month unlimited access trial for the first 500 people who click the link below. A class that I'm currently taking, because a lot of people recommended it to me, is DIY Cinematography, Make Your Video Look Like a Movie by Ryan Booth. Take a look.
So for this class, what we're going to talk about is how to kind of walk into a space that we've never been in before and figure out the best way to shoot that space. We'll look at the light as it kind of falls on the room. We'll talk about how to position our subject and how best to kind of take away a handful of things to make it feel like we've created this intentional world.
If this is something you might be interested in, go and use the link in the description and check it out for yourself. Thank you, Skillshare, for supporting my work, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye!